We can see that Hurricane Ian has changed Florida forever. Look at these images. This is from NASA. The storm surge, basically, all that water that ended up in Florida is now running back out to sea. It's the dark that you see right there on your screen. The water appears to extend about 100 miles off the coast, and it's taking a big chunk of the shoreline with it.
Fox 13's Evan Axelbank is in our newsroom to explain what that all means. Evan.
Linda, Cynthia, incredible pictures. One researcher told me that in just a matter of a few hours, the coastline could have been moved 10 times further than it moves in an entire year. The impacts in water and on land are yet to be determined. The hurricane came in like a boxer.
You're seeing the impact almost like a punch.
The tale of Ian's 7 feet of storm surge can be told with this before and after. Before, after. The brown near the coast is likely sediment from land and rivers flowing back out. The turquoise is likely from the sea floor being disturbed as the storm came in.
You're seeing where the surge came in, but also as the water flowed back out.
Mosey Program Director Ian Reed is concerned as to what that could mean for both the water and land. That depends on what chemicals are in the soil.
Especially for those that have farms, sugarcane down here in South Florida. So now they're going to have to think about, what can we do to mitigate this risk of losing those nutrients.
As far as the health of the water, it depends on how many pollutants were swept into rivers, which are now emptying back into the ocean. UCF planetary scientist Joe Donahue is mostly concerned about the decaying coastline, which normally moves just a meter a year. Ian may have moved it 10 meters in just 10 hours.
The dunes on that part of the coast that was most heavily affected, in the Fort Myers and Charlotte Harbor area, have mostly been removed by us in development. And that's one reason why this storm had such a great effect.
Sand can be pumped back on shore, but that will add to Ian's enormous price tag. An impact so big, it can be seen from space.
You can get as much as a century's worth of annual sediment in a given storm event, just within a few days.
Both experts we spoke to say it could take a lot of rebuilding and analysis of the shoreline before the real rebuilding can begin. The National Hurricane Center will analyze the storm surge to determine the real height of the water pushed ashore by Hurricane Ian. It could even be higher than the 7 feet we've measured so far. Cynthia.